Hello everybody, happy Saturday. How is everyone doing? Everyone's staying healthy, I hope. We are in this house. We haven't left the house for a couple of days. Boys haven't left the house for a couple of weeks. So we are staying as healthy as possible. I'm just going to share this post on my personal page and in some cooking groups, and then we will get started on mine and my husband's favorite cookies, which are Snickerdoodle Cookies. I've never had the cookies from Disneyland, but everything is awesome in Disneyland, so I know that these are going to be awesome as well. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody is not going so stir crazy. Trying to get this post to work. Just gonna share it. You guys can share it too. We do giveaways for every 40, 80, or 120 live views that stay there through the length of the show. So get those shares out there. Spread the word. We are making Snickerdoodle cookies today. What better way to spend the weekend than to be making some yummy cookies? We are still dealing with cold winter weather, so warm cookies will be nice. The boys are getting their snow clothes on to go outside and play in the snow. They did that yesterday for a little bit, and it seemed to really help and clear their minds and kind of readjust their attitudes of being cooped up all the time. Hi, Danielle. How are you? So don't forget, you guys, don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to leave a reaction on the post so that you guys can get entered into the giveaway today. How does that sound? Hello, Brent. How are you? All right, you guys. So I got that shared. Don't forget, you guys, to leave a reaction on the post. That means hitting one of these down at the bottom of the screen. Make sure you hit it to get entered into the giveaway. Make sure that you pay attention to the show and when the giveaway happens so that you know what to do next if you win. Hello, Sue, Amber, Janice. How are you, Patty? I love Snickerdoodle cookies too. Elizabeth, how are you? You guys so awesome. Thank you for joining me today. I hope everyone is staying happy and healthy. It's a crazy time, you guys. It is so crazy. Never thought we would be in this kind of situation, this kind of quarantine, but we are, and we are making the best of it. Thank you for sharing, Patty and Amber. Made the French toast baked this morning. That sounds delicious. I should probably do that sometime while we were all cooped up inside. Grayson, please stop. Thank you. Boys, I'm telling you, my boys are so cooped up, driving everybody and themselves crazy, but we are making it through. I hope everyone is healthy, you guys. I hope no one is sick. I hope no one has caught it. My family, my mom, my aunt, my uncle, they all went to Mexico on vacation. They come back today, and it sounds like my aunt and uncle are sick. So we will find out. Hopefully they will go in and get tested if it's that severe. If not, they'll just kind of quarantine themselves once they get back and stay away from everybody. Hi, Gigi, Kaylani, Sue, thank you for sharing, you guys. So my oven is preset to 375. If you're going to make these cookies with me today, you're going to want to do the same to preheat your oven to 375. Mine takes forever, so I did it like half an hour ago to make sure that it was ready to go for us. I hope they are okay too. I haven't talked to them in a couple days. My grandma just passed along that they are actually sick now. So fingers crossed that it's nothing crazy, nothing severe, that maybe they partied too hard in Mexico and that's just it, and that they aren't actually, they don't have the virus. But we will find out, hopefully. All right, so in a large bowl, we're going to sift together our flour, our baking soda, and our cream of tartar. What I love is I do have 2 bowls for my KitchenAid mixer, so I am using the one that came with my mixer today, and we're going to sift our dry ingredients together in this one, and then our wet ingredients into my other one. You guys know I love my sifter, so if you guys have a KitchenAid, this is definitely something to think about as an investment. It is on the more expensive side. I have found it discounted on several sites, so I'll put that link in the comments of this video so you guys can maybe get one of the discounted ones. Your hours got caught at work, so I would love some budget-friendly pantry item recipes. That's what I'm thinking, Tiffany. I'm going to be doing like my go-to recipes in the next couple of weeks. You know, our tater tot casserole, things like that that don't cost a lot of money. Tater tot casserole, super easy. A can of condensed soup, which is super cheap. Frozen tater tots, which you can find super cheap, and meat. You can either add the vegetables in or not if you're trying to cut down on cost. Hello, Mallory and Jody, Sharon. Yes, one of these mixers, they are so awesome. I highly recommend KitchenAid mixer. They have other brands too. I put in my order through Pampered Chef because my party closed today, and I am so excited. I can't wait to get those items. I have no idea when they're going to ship, but the stuff I got from Pampered Chef, I can't wait to show you everything I got, you guys. Awesome. I'm glad I'm here to help you kill time, you guys. So we are going to get started in our large bowl. We're going to sift together our flour, baking soda, and our cream of tartar. I'm also going to sift in my vanilla. You guys, I've been using this vanilla powder instead of vanilla extract. So what I love about it is it doesn't bake off, so it leaves a lot of vanilla flavor behind. It also is gluten-free, no corn syrup, no GMO, all natural, doesn't evaporate while baking. So I highly recommend this stuff, you guys. I will put the link in the comment section when I am done today. Highly, highly recommend it. Tastes amazing. Smells amazing. Really, really good vanilla product. Making this later on. Had to fight Walmart crowd last night of the cream of tartar. I'm so glad. I keep cream of tartar stocked because this is mine and my husband's favorite cookie. Made them a million times in the school cafeteria. I'm sure the kids were so lucky to have those. I love cookies too, you guys. I love cookies. I love cookie dough. Our boys are being crazy. I'm sorry, you guys. They're just getting ready. They're putting their snow gear on to go outside. So we're going to sift in our flour. So I am sifting, and this sifter has a scale. So instead of measuring it out, which I'm still going to use my measuring cup, but I want 500 grams of flour. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to kind of dump it in. And look at the scale. What I like to do when I'm sifting items together, it's from a company in California, Tiffany, and it's called Dr. Shika's. You can get it on Amazon, but they also have their own website. I found it through LinkedIn, actually, and I'll put the link in the comments. It's also in the link for a recipe we made recently that I had vanilla in. I have been saying tartar my whole life. Super funny. Okay, so what I like to do is when you're sifting ingredients together, I like to do a couple of cups of flour and then those other ingredients and then the flour again to really give it the opportunity to mix in really well with the flour. Yes, awesome day to cook cookies. I've been craving coffee all day, but I've been trying not to. I quit drinking caffeine a while ago, and it seems to really help kind of my attitude and my agitation and stuff like that. I notice if I drink caffeine, I get very volatile and very agitated, so I quit drinking caffeine. Yes, you guys, this sifter is amazing. So I have about... Sorry, I said low network connection. I like to keep my baking soda in an airtight container. As you know, people use baking soda to pull smells out of things. So if you leave it open in that box that you buy it in, it will taint the flavor of your baking soda. So I highly recommend that when you get it and you open it, that you move it to an airtight container so that it doesn't absorb the smells around it. Good afternoon, Robert. So half a teaspoon of baking soda. We need half a teaspoon of cream of tartar. This has a very distinct flavor to it. So if you've never been a fan of Snickerdoodle cookies, more than likely it's the cream of tartar that you don't like, because who doesn't like cinnamon and sugar? So cream of tartar, you guys, half a teaspoon. This is what it looks like from McCormick, just cream of tartar, white powder. Folder Simply Smooth from Walmart. Even decaf has caffeine in it, as silly as that sounds. It has enough that it still agitates me. I love Snickerdoodle cookies too. You guys, these containers, I got a full pack of them full bulk pack of like 8 or 9 of them in all sorts of sizes from Home Goods. Super cheap, super awesome. Bought a bunch of them. I've got my flour, my sugar, my baking soda. I've got a couple containers in the pantry for like cookies and stuff that we open up and we don't want them to get stale. So I highly recommend those containers too. And a teaspoon of vanilla. Like I told you guys, I'm putting my vanilla in right now because it is a powder instead of a liquid. But if you are using your liquid vanilla, you're going to add that in with your wet ingredients. I am only doing this because mine is actually a dry vanilla powder. So if you have vanilla extract, you will not be adding it in during this step. You will be using, you will be doing the extract. So I'm going to start sifting this in. I have about 200 grams of flour in here, so I have another 300 to go. So I need 300 more grams of flour after I sift in these ingredients. Hello, Heather and Betty. You guys get those shares out there. Let's hit our live view goal. We've hit 50. Let's get to 80. Woo! I just dumped that all over my counter. All right, so I need about 300 grams. Normally this actually stops me from making a mess, but today I was a little overzealous with my scoop and it went everywhere. So we're just sifting in our dry ingredients. If it wasn't for coffee, she'd be popping open a bottle of wine. Yes, Betty, a powdered vanilla. I highly recommend it. It leaves behind a very delicious natural vanilla flavor. It's made out of natural vanilla flavoring, no artificial at all. It's gluten-free, no corn syrup, all natural, no GMO, and doesn't bake off. So I highly, highly recommend it. This sifter, you guys, is awesome. Saves me so much time, and my sifter that I do have is really small, so I hate having to kind of do a little bit, sift it, do a little bit, sift it. I like that I can just throw it all into this sifter, and it kind of does it on its own. I don't have to sit there. I don't have to try and crank it. I don't have to, it's just a lot easier. Carol, I will post it in the comment section when we're all done today. I will post the vanilla powder in the comment section. Yes, you guys, I love coffee, and I really do just love the flavor of it. So I don't mind drinking decaf, but it does still seem to bother me a little bit. All right, so we have those ingredients sifted in. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take this out. So our dry ingredients are sifted together in one bowl. You're gonna take that bowl and set it aside and switch it out for another bowl. I love Snickerdoodles, Erica. They are amazing. All right, so now we are gonna work on adding, I'm gonna kind of just take this out, you guys, super easy. It just pops right out. You just unscrew it and you pop it out. All the parts are hand washable, except for the scale part. You just pop it off and keep it separate, and then you're good to go. You just pop this faceplate back on, and it's like you never had it. Tiffany, you're not as likely to get a smooth effect. It really incorporates things really well. It takes out the lumps and clumps and stuff, so it just gives you a smoother, more consistent batter. It's not the end of the world if you don't sift things. I highly recommend sifting when you are making frostings or whipped cream and stuff like that. It's really just a way to get a very consistent, a very smooth product, because you are sifting out all the lumps, the chunks, and when it comes to mixing in baking soda, vanilla, and stuff like that, it gives it an opportunity to sift it together and really get it mixed in. So that is why I recommend it. I'm going to wipe out my bowl. It's been sitting on the counter, so it's been collecting some dust. There we go. Now we're going to mix in our wet ingredients. So we're going to cream the butter and the sugar together first. You always want to do that. If you've got butter and sugar in your recipe, you always want to isolate them from the rest of the items and cream them together. So we need a cup of butter, just like so. So we've got a cup of butter in there, and then we need 2 cups of sugar. Dump that in there. Pour it all over my counter again. Alright, so we've got our sugar in there. Drop it down and mix it in. You don't have to have it up super high. Just enough to get that butter and sugar together. I like to kind of vary the speeds to try and get that butter mixed in with your sugar. Always, always cream your butter and your sugars together, you guys. It really incorporates them, really gets them mixed in like they need to be. I am like flinging sugar all over everywhere. Alright. Try and get that off the floor. I have bare feet so I can really feel all the sugar that just hit the floor. Guys, I love Snickerdoodle cookies. I really do. If you're not a fan of Snickerdoodle cookies, like I said, I think it's the cream of tartar that you aren't a fan of. Yep, my butter is at room temperature, or as room temperature as it could be. I took about an hour ago. So it's not as soft as it probably should be, so it's going to take me a little bit longer to cream this together. But room temperature butter. Get it all mixed in. Alright, so we're going to cream our butter and the sugar together until it is fluffy. Then we're going to add our eggs, milk, and vanilla. I'm pretending that I am baking since I have my French baguette candle burning in my kitchen. Oh, I'm sure that smells delicious. Alright, so our butter and our sugar are nice and fluffy, as you guys can see. Nice and fluffy. There we go. So we've got our butter and our sugar in here. Now we are going to add in our milk and our eggs. So 1/4 cup of milk. And then you guys know me, I don't crack my eggs into the mixture itself. Yes, if you're not making a mess, you're not actually baking. I always get it everywhere, you guys. So I never crack my eggs directly into where I'm putting them because the likelihood that I get shell in my egg is really likely. And I hate trying to get the eggshell out of the mixture because there's nothing worse than trying to fish eggshells out of white sugar butter consistency. It's hard to find them. So I'm going to turn my mixer back on low. Drop our eggs in there. My milk, 1/4 cup of milk was already in there. Our vanilla, remember you guys, I put my vanilla. Thank you, Michelle, for sharing. I put my vanilla in my powdered ingredients because I'm using my powdered stuff. So get this nice and mixed in. Mix until everything is incorporated. So we get this all mixed in here. All right. So now we are going to add the dry ingredients into the wet and mix well. I used to have my little, so I'm going to do my best not to make a huge mess here. So I'm just going to dump all my dry ingredients in. Drop this down and start just really slow, kind of just pulsing it on and off until that flour gets mixed in there so that you don't create a big dust storm. All right, so we're mixing it until they're incorporated. And now we are gonna mix together our cinnamon and our sugar because you're gonna roll your dough balls in it. Eggshells are edible. You can grind them into a powder. I've never done it, nor will I. Me either. I don't have a lot of desire to eat eggshells, but it's good to know that if I do leave them behind, that they're not going to kill somebody or something. But I don't have a lot of desire to do that as either, Tiffany. All right. So we have our dough all mixed together. There we go. It was all humped together onto my attachment. All right, so now we have to make our cinnamon sugar topping. So 3 tablespoons of, no, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and 3 tablespoons. I'm just kind of eyeballing it, not super exact, you guys. And then 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar. And we are gonna roll our dough balls in this on the outside. Just use a fork and kind of mix it together. Not thank you on the, I'm thinking maybe Charity, no thank you on the eggshells. Very high in protein. I crush my eggshells for my garden. What does it do for your garden, Sherry? All right, so our cinnamon sugar is all mixed in. Now we are going to form 1-inch dough balls, roll them in the sugar mixer, place them on a baking sheet covered with parchment paper, or you can spray your baking sheet with cooking spray if that's what you want. I'll make sure I use my cookie scoop today so that you guys don't feel sorry for me trying to do my best. What size do I want to use? It says 1 inch, and I feel like my large scoop may be too big. What do you guys think? Medium or a large cookie scoop? Anybody? I don't like my paddle attachment. There's a lot of recipes that tell me to use it. And I mean, I don't mind my paddle attachment because it obviously has that side part that, you know, scrapes down the edges, which is really nice, but I just don't feel like it gets blended like I want. Facebook hates you today and keeps kicking you off. Diana, you think medium? Okay, I was thinking that the large would be too big too. So we will do that. We will get our dough balls. I have my baking sheet with parchment paper on it. You guys can definitely spray it with nonstick cooking spray. I have found I really, really like this cooking spray for baking. Perfect Release from Pam. It has a little bit of flour in it, so it's really, really good for baking, you guys. Awesome. Yep, we all agree. Medium. Here we go. So we've got our batter, our cookie dough. Yummy, yummy. Kind of just get all of the excess off of the whisk part. Make a huge mess. Fling it all around the kitchen. All right, so now we are gonna take it. Love cookie scoops, you guys. Just scoop it, put it into a ball, and then we're gonna drop it into our cinnamon sugar, kind of roll it around, and then we're gonna place it on the baking sheet. And we're going to keep doing that. And then what we are going to do is we are also going to then sprinkle a little bit more of the cinnamon sugar mixture once we flatten them. Because we're going to flatten them a little bit with the bottom of a glass. Any way you want to flatten them works. It does recommend in the recipe that you use the bottom of a glass to flatten the little dough balls. Yes, you guys, I had never seen that cooking spray before, and I have fallen in love with it. I love the Pam brand to start with, but then I found that Perfect Release, and, huh? Yeah, what's wrong?
Hold right here, so I can pull. Pull that. I can pull down.
Pull down? Oh, it's got stuck. Hold on, we're fixing a zipper, you guys. I know, but it doesn't want to at all. Oh, Daddy really hosed you on this one, buddy. Aha! You got a scooper?
Hey.
I am trying to go down. All right, We tried. My son's zipper is stuck on his coveralls to go outside because it got one of the little flaps that protects the zipper got sucked into the zipper. But I'm sure my husband will get it figured out. Yes, cookie scoops is a must-have, you guys. Pampered Chef has a bunch of cookie scoops, but I will also put the link for the cookie scoops my dad bought me. And they came in a set of 3, small, medium, and large. And they're cute. They came with these little storage bags for them, which I really love. Mom to the rescue, only if I could actually fix it, but I didn't help at all. I think I made it worse. Get the pliers. Michelle, Snickerdoodle cookies are cinnamon sugar cookies with cream of tartar, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's kind of a tangy taste to it. So it's kind of like a tangy, sweet cookie. Super good. Usually pretty light and fluffy because of the baking soda that gets put in it. If you like cinnamon sugar, I would definitely say try a Snickerdoodle cookie because they are super cinnamon sugary goodness. My mom doesn't like Snickerdoodle cookies, but my husband and I, it is our absolute favorite. Get it? Didn't get it? What happened? Didn't get it. All right, you guys, make sure you leave a reaction on the post because these cookies are about to go in the oven, and then we will do our giveaway. So remember to leave a reaction on the post. If you don't know what that means, it's the like, the heart, the wow, the crying face. Make sure you leave those reactions because we are going to do a giveaway today. And then, and just know, usually my giveaways prizes usually come within the week, but because Amazon has shut down all non-essential shipping items, it may have a little bit of a delay, but it will come to you, I promise. So make sure you leave those reactions. I love these cookies too, you guys. Snickerdoodles are seriously the best cookies. That's why I had to make them today. Trying to find recipes of stuff that I have on hand, and Snickerdoodle cream of tartar always has to be on hand. What, right? You just take them off of him and fix it. So we're doing our last one, and then we're going to smash it down with a cup like that. And then we're going to take my awesome mom wine glass. It tasted like a Snicker bar. Nope, not like that. Danielle, I definitely can. I did monster cookies and sent them to my dad this winter for him, so I could definitely do them live. So we are going to use the bottom to flatten them slightly. So what you want them to still be like so. You don't want to super flatten them, but they just need a little bit of help flattening so that they can spread out and puff up like Snickerdoodle cookies should. And then it says after we flatten them slightly, then you want to just sprinkle a little bit of the cinnamon sugar on top of the cookies. What's also super awesome about Snickerdoodle cookies is they take no time at all to bake. So they are ready in 7 to 8 minutes once we put them in the oven. So 375. Remember, when you open your oven, let all that heat escape. Don't stick your head down there right away or you will melt something. So just stick those in there. I am going to put mine in for 6 minutes so that I can check on them before they are done because I don't want to over bake them. You want to make sure that you don't over bake them and you remove the cookies, let them cool for 1 to 2 minutes, then move them to a wire rack. Is what they recommend. So get those reactions out there, you guys. I will show you one more time what that means to get entered into the giveaway. You need to hit something down here to get entered into the giveaway. And we will do that now. I'm going to hit refresh. And then we will do our giveaway. And then I have a bunch of more cookies to make because we have this much dough left. So we have a bunch of cookies to make. So this probably makes, I don't think the recipe said, but it probably makes 48 cookies. So it's a lot of cookies for you and your family to eat. Maybe 36. we will see how many I can get because I'm using that medium scoop. But I am hitting refresh, and then we will do our giveaway. Danielle Hoffer, will you pick one number between 1 and 20? Make sure you spell the number out so that it doesn't filter as bad. If you spell it out for me, it will stop the filtering usually. So then I will take these names. We have 71 people. So awesome today, you guys. 71. Here we go. Get these names entered in. Like so. 7, Danielle. Awesome. Thank you. So we will do that. Here we go. Getting the names typed in here. Refilter them. Do, 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 do. Da, 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 da. Almost done. And then we will do the giveaway. You guys remember my giveaways are always food, kitchen related items. If you have Crock-Pot, Instapot, or anything like that, and you don't have accessories for it, tell me, and tell me what size the item is so that I can send you maybe some accessories for it. Are always really fun for me to send to people, and things like that. So we are about to do our giveaway. Liked and shared, Michelle. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's go fishing today, little fishies. If I pull your name, I do remove it from the list so that you can't get pulled twice, so that it keeps the game even more random for everyone else. So we are gonna do this. Ready, steady. Number 1, Betty. Number 2, Tabitha. Number 3, Danielle. Number 4, Abby. And if you've won for the month of March, you can't win again until April. Number 5, Ellen. Number 6, oops, we're gonna pull another one. Number 6, Gigi Goff. And number 7, Mallory Franson. Mallory Franson, you are our winner today. If you send me your shipping information, I can get something sent off to you. Hello, Elaine. How are you? My name is actually spelled R-Y-L-I-E. I'm not offended at all. It is a very unique spelling of the name, but just letting you guys know, I am Riley. I'm mom fueling hungry boys. We are just waiting another minute and 50 seconds for these cookies. Congratulations, Mallory. They look really good. They're really small though. So I would say for a regular size cookie, I'm gonna go up a size in the cookie scoop, but these little mini ones will still be really good and delicious. So awesome, you guys. If you guys want to hang out with me for another minute and 30 seconds, you guys will see these yummy cookies come out of the oven. I am making tater tot casserole, tater tot hot dish for Monday. So all you need is ground beef or ground turkey, a cream of something soup, so cream of mushroom, cream of chicken, cream of celery, any of those work. I use cream of chicken with ground turkey. The chicken and turkey sounds like it wouldn't go together, but it really does. It's a really good soup mixture. So then the temperature, I'm not sure today. Hey Google, what's the temperature outside?
The temperature in DISNEYLAND'S right now is 28.
28 degrees outside today. So for Monday, you need ground beef or ground turkey, a cream of something soup, tater tots, and then you can either have frozen corn or green beans or both. And then some shredded cheese. That's all you really need. Some salt and pepper. Super easy go-to meal for me and the family. We will be making that on Monday, I think at 5:30 is what I said. And then Thursday, instead of putting it up for a vote, I think I'm just going to find a recipe, one of my go-to recipes, and we will make that. Looks like 28. Yeah, it's about that, you guys. About that warm outside. So I'm going to pull these cookies out and let you guys see them. So you guys can see they're just little guys. Super yummy, delicious. You don't want to overcook them. They will keep cooking a little bit when you leave them on the tray for a minute or two before moving them to a wire rack. Nothing wrong with a little undercooked cookie in my book. So, better safe than sorry. Have an awesome night, you guys. You made caramel rolls today. I love caramel rolls so much, but I would be in trouble if I made them because I would eat them all. Have I had tater tot casserole before? A million times. A million times. Love your Google. Is it expensive? I don't know what you're talking about. It's 46 in Long Island. Super awesome. 73 in North Carolina. I'm so jealous. Grandkids are there, Betty. You guys, super awesome. I do have some videos that I did for my job of how to cook and make some awesome treats with your kids at home. So check those videos out. Have an awesome rest of your weekend, and I will see you Monday. Bye, guys.